Lesson for Monday, January 15th. The Lord reigns. Closely tied, in fact inseparably tied, to the Lord as Creator is the Lord as Sovereign, as Ruler. The declaration, "The Lord reigneth," is solemnly proclaimed in Psalm 93:1, Psalm 96:10, Psalm 97:1, and Psalm 99 verse 1, but its echoes are heard throughout the book of Psalms. The Lord is clothed with honor, majesty, and strength, Psalm 93:1 and Psalm 104:1. He is surrounded with clouds and darkness, Psalm 97 verse 2, but also covers himself with light as with a garment, Psalm 104 verse 2. These metaphors exalt the king's power and splendor and are carefully chosen to express God's unique greatness, which is beyond human comprehension. Read Psalm 97.
Psalm 97. The Lord reigneth. Let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of isles be glad thereof. Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. A fire goeth before him, and burneth up his enemies round about. His lightnings enlightened the world. The earth saw and trembled. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods. Zion heard and was glad, and the daughters of Judah rejoiced because of thy judgments, O Lord. For thou, Lord, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all gods. Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness.
What characterizes the Lord's reign? Verses 2 and 10.
Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked.
What is the domain of his reign? Verses 1, 5, and 9.
The Lord reigneth. Let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of isles be glad thereof. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. For thou, Lord, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all gods.
The Lord's rule is demonstrated in his works of creation, Psalm 96:5, salvation, Psalm 98, verse 2, and judgment, Psalm 96, verse 10. The Lord establishes his kingship over the whole world, Psalm 47, 6-9. God's kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, unparalleled in power and majesty, Psalm 45, verse 6, Psalm 93, 1 and 2, and chapter 103, verse 19. The Lord's reign is established on mercy, justice, and righteousness, and it brings order and stability to the created world, Psalm 98, verse 3, and chapter 99, verse 4. God's reign unites both heavenly and earthly worshipers in the praise of God, Psalm 103, 20-22, Psalm 148. Many psalms envision all humanity acknowledging God's sovereign rule. See Psalm 96:10, Psalm 97:1, Psalm 99 verse 1, and Psalm 145:11-13. But not all people, or even earthly rulers, do, at least for now. The Lord's reign is constantly defied by the wicked, who deny and mock the Lord and oppress his people. Psalm 14:1, Psalm 74 verses 3-22. Though challenged by the prosperity of some wicked people and troubled by God's forbearance, the psalmist trusts in God's sovereign rule and continues to flourish in the assurance of God's righteous judgments. Psalm 68:21, Psalm 73, 17-20. By faith, God's people rejoice in the inauguration of God's kingdom through Christ's redeeming ministry and wait for the consummation of the kingdom at Christ's second coming. See Matthew 12, verses 26-28, and 1 Corinthians 15, 20-28. You who love the Lord hate evil. Psalm 97:10. Why should our love for God cause us to hate evil? How are these two concepts related?